I am going to show you how to do our Chapter 3 review today. Bet you're excited about that. All right, now, let's see here. So number one, it says, use the figure it right to name a pair of vertical angles. Vertical angles are angles that are across from each other, such as these two. Angle BOA and angle DOE. They are across from each other, and that makes them vertical angles. Part B says, name an angle adjacent to angle COD. Angle COD is this angle right here. So an angle that is adjacent to it, adjacent means right next to, would be this angle here, angle DOE. You could also put angle COB if you wanted to. That is also adjacent. A right angle. Well, I'll tell you, this has a 90-degree symbol in it, so how about angle COB, COB? A straight angle, that would be a straight line, such as this. Angle BOE, very nice. And then an acute angle, I'm just going to put angle DOE because it is less than 90. You could also put angle BOA if you wanted to, or angle COD. All of those are acute angles. Number two, it says angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. If the measure of angle 1 equals 78, then what does the measure of angle 2 equal? Supplementary means they add up to 180. So to solve this, we're going to take 180 minus 78, and that gives us our answer of 102. Number three, it says angle JKL and angle KLM are complementary. That means they add up to 90. So that means if I take 3x plus 12 and add it to 2x minus 7, it's going to equal 90. Combining like terms, you get 5x plus 5 equals 90. Subtract 5 from both sides, you get 5x equals 85. Divide by 5, and we are going to end up with a final answer of 17. 17, x equals 17. Part B, it says, find the measure of angle JKL. JKL was this angle right here. X is 17, so plugging that in, we get 3 times 17 plus 12. That's 51 plus 12, which is equal to 63. Now, the other angle, remember, these were complementary angles. So to solve it, I'll just take 90 minus 63 because they're complementary. And it gives me my answer of 27. If you wanted to check that, you could plug 17 in for x into this expression. But I promise you, you will get 27 if you do that. I haven't left room for the next problem, so I'm going to erase, okay, just so we have some room. Hopefully when you're doing this, you can have some extra room. It says, use the diagram at right. Ray FG bisects, that means cuts in half. So these are actually equal angles because it's being cut in half. Angle DFE. The measure of angle DFE is 7x. So I'm just going to kind of label that 7x. The whole thing is 7x. And angle GFE is 3x plus 10. This little part right here is, which is actually half of it, is 3x plus 10. Remember, that means the other half is also 3x plus 10. Now, if I put both of those angles together, you would get 6x plus 20. But remember, the entire angle is also equal to 7x. That means 6x plus 20 must equal 7x. If I solve this for x, x comes out to 20. There you go. But that's not what they're asking. They're actually asking for the measure of angle DFG. So I need to plug 20 in for x right there. 3 times 20 plus 10. I don't know why that just happened. Sorry. I'm sorry. So that's 60 plus 10. That's 70. Final answer, 70. Very nice. Number 5. The instructions for adjusting the cutting blade on a lawnmower say, adjusting the screws is a very sensitive procedure. 1/16 of a turn is considered a major adjustment. Is a 20-degree rotation more or less than 1/16 of a turn? Well, a full turn is 360 degrees. 1/16 of that is, I might have to get my calculadora out for this one. Sugar. 360 divided by 16, 22.5. So 20 degrees is less than a 16th of a turn because a 16th is 22.5. Number 6, through how many degrees does the hour hand of a clock turn in one day? The hour hand goes around 2 times in a day. Remember, there's 12 hours on a clock, so AM and PM means 2 turns. So that would be 360 times 2, which is, oh, not 20, sorry. 360 times 2, which is 720. Next, it says, what angle do the hands of a clock form at 8? So if you have a clock, noon is up here. 9 is right here, but we're talking about 8. So between those, between the hour hand being at 8 and the minute hand being at the 12, okay, that's the angle that they're asking about. There's 12 numbers on a clock. What that means is that between each number is 30 degrees, okay? We're talking about the space between 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. 4 times 30 is 120. That's a 120 degree angle. Number 8, the temperature dial of an oven is shown at the right. The 200 and 500 settings are each 90 degrees away from the off setting. The other settings are equally spaced around the dial. How many degrees must you rotate the dial to turn the oven from off to 400? Well, let's see. I guess when you turn this dial, you'd probably have to turn it this way. I don't think you'd be able to turn it the other way. Of course, you'll get a different answer if you turn it the other way. We'll just assume that you have to turn it this way. From here to here is half the circle. That's 180 degrees. And from here to here is 90 degrees. But we're not going the full way to 500. We're stopping right here at 400. So from here to here is 3 spaces. That's 90 degrees. Those 3 spaces make 90 degrees. That means each space must be 30 degrees. So this is 30, this is 30, this is 30. So it's 180 to get to here, plus an additional 30 to get to 400. So 180 plus 30 is 210. Now, if you turn it the other way, you would end up with the answer 150, just taking 360 minus 210. Okay, number 9 says A is the center of the circle shown at the right. If the measure of arc SV equals 41, let me label that. It's always a good idea to label your pictures. Find the measure of arc ST. ST is this arc. Look at this. This is half the circle. That's 180 degrees. This much of it is 41 degrees. So we're basically going to take 180 minus 41. That's going to give you 139. So your answer is 139 degrees. Hey. Oh, it's all right. I'm making a video, but all right. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll give it to you. Just hold on. Okay, part B, it says find the measure of arc UVT. Arc UVT is all of the circle except for this little slice right here. That little slice is 41 degrees because these are vertical angles. They're equal. So we're talking about an entire circle less that 41 degrees. That comes to 319 degrees. Okay. Next, it says find the measure of angle TAU. Oh, I just told you what that was. It's 41. This is crossed out on your notes, so we can skip that. Number 11, it says, which lines are parallel in the figure at right? Parallel lines will have equal corresponding angles. Therefore, this line is not parallel to this line, despite what the picture might look like. Remember, pictures are very deceiving in geometry. Don't forget that, okay? Very important. Q is not parallel to R. So P must be parallel to something. To figure out what it's parallel to, consider that this is a straight line. That's 180 degrees. If you take 180 and subtract 103, you will find that the other side over here must be 77 degrees. Okay? And since this angle is equal to this angle, that means that this line is equal to, or parallel, not equal, parallel to this line because they have equal corresponding angles. Number 12, it says in the figure at the right, M is parallel to N. Find X. Very well. So since M is parallel to N, we have equal corresponding angles, which means 3x must actually equal 117. Divide 3 on both sides. You're going to end up with, oh gosh, what does that come out to? 9, something 9. 30, 39? 39? Is that right? 39? Yes, 39, I believe. Yes, it would be 39. Okay, 39, x equals 39. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have yourself a wonderful day.